Okay.
Hello, hello.
We're here for the entire half hour. For the full half hour, we're here with Kyle Madeya.
Oh, hi.
Here on Art Being
Madeya.
I'm not getting audio.
You are not getting audio. Maybe you have to turn it up a little bit.
Bottom knob?
Yeah. Try that.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Bottom
Oh,
knob.
I hear you guys.
Bottom
yeah.
knob.
Perfect. Now I have audio.
Yeah.
I
See,
wanna
you are. Well,
bottom
you know,
knob.
you're
Yeah.
showing us your
Showing off my
music
skills.
Yeah, your music prowess.
Yeah.
You know how to adjust a mic.
I'm not
You're very good.
I turn knobs sometimes.
Okay.
Push buttons.
Okay, you push buttons. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of pushing buttons, here's Nadia.
Can I push your button, please?
Do you guys want me to leave?
Give me. Hey.
No, this is good. This is good, Kyle. Right now.
Yeah.
So, Kyle,
Right.
Kyle Madeya, you are
One in.
Nadia's friend. Are you okay with your?
I was just adjusting. I'm going to do 1 ear in, 1 ear out.
That's
kinda
what I
like
did.
that.
I like it.
I
Yeah,
like that too.
yeah.
You
It's
look
better
really.
for
We
me.
all look really cool right now.
Yeah,
we're all doing
one
the
in,
same
one out.
exact thing.
Yeah. So, but yes, Kyle Madeya is my friend
Hi.
and fellow musician
Yeah.
and a former roommate, even.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We
Did he
actually
pay on
lived
time?
together. Yes.
I did.
He was a very, very fun roommate.
Wow. Plays the bass.
Very chill.
And pays on time.
It's hard
That's
to
right.
find
Yeah.
good
It's
roommates.
hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you play the. That's what you're known for. You play the bass in Uncle Jake and the.
18-wheel gang. That's my main project. Yep. Love
Okay.
those boys.
Okay. How long you been with them?
Well, I am bass player number 7. I've been through a bit.
There's 7 bass players.
There was not all at once. Not all at once.
Oh.
It's not a Spinal Tap thing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, gosh.
That would be
that's
something.
No,
7
Could you
basses and
imagine?
1 drummer
Yeah, I'd like to say I'm
and
the
a
best.
piccolo.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're the 7th
They've been
bassist.
through a lot of changes, the band.
A lot of
I've seen
changes.
them go through some changes.
Always for the best.
The band changes.
That happens so much
Yeah.
nowadays.
Well,
you
the
know.
last bass player actually is now the mandolin player, so it kind of space opened up, and they asked me to play on their album, and then I just kept playing with them. It's been about, I want to say 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you
It's good to be in a successful band.
Yeah.
You know?
is that like your favorite type of music to play? Are you in something? Are you in a project where you're in it?
I like to play all different types of music. You know, variety's the spice of life. I've been playing with this band Baba, where I'm playing electric fretless, which is
Cool.
neat. It's kind of a funk rock but jazz fusion. It's interesting.
I saw you guys play at the Cosmic Arts Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the Baba baby.
That's right. Oh, that's Charles. I think of that as Charles's thing.
Yeah, that's
Is
my
that-
first project with Charles.
Yeah.
He's
Charles
good.
who?
Charles Feenstra.
Charles Feenstra.
Yep,
Is
he
he
plays
musician
a bunch
as well?
of things. He's playing
Yeah.
keyboards with us and singing and writing. He's a good viola player.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Cool. So
So
it's you got
many
this fusion
musicians.
thing going on with musicians that are playing varied.
Yep.
And what's the name of that band?
That's Baba.
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 Just B-A-B-A.
B-A-B-A.
Cool.
Baba.
I think we're gonna we're starting a band, or we're farting around
We're
with the idea.
trying to.
We're gonna call ourselves Toozy Goot.
Toozy Goot.
To the
Yeah.
good.
T-U-Z-I-G-O-O-T.
I like that.
It's named after the national monument we just went to in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just in Arizona, and we've been doing this thing where we're like collecting. We have like our passport book, and we're stamping it with like different national parks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just like, which ones can we go to that are close by?
Grand Canyon
Toozy-
being one of them.
Yeah, so we went to the Grand Canyon too, but Toozy Goot was just like such a fun kind of
What was it?
name.
It's a
I don't
Hopi,
know.
It's a Hopi village.
Okay.
Like a Hopi plaza
An
village
old-
that's all built on a hill, and it's
You know, like those square things.
I've
of
seen 'em built
brick
into a
walls
mountain,
or
you know.
stone walls.
yeah.
Yeah,
This one wasn't into a mountain. This one is on top of one.
Okay.
So it's a variant of what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
But with stones and mortar and everything like that, it wasn't carved.
That's neat.
So
Yeah.
But that was a really neat place.
Trying to find inspiration for different like names of bands, names of songs, names of you know
Oh, they're fun.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you
It's
pick
the
things up
never
on the way. We were in Virginia at a gas station, and I was talking to the clerk. It was raining. I said, "Hey, it's been raining the whole time we're down here." He said, "It's not really a rain. It's more of a wind-driven mist." I'm like, "What did you just say?" I said, "That's poetic," and I wrote it down. I'm like, "That's a song name or a lyric right there."
Wind-driven
mist.
Wind-driven
Go.
mist.
Inspiration is everywhere.
Yep.
It needs to be whispered too. Wind-driven mist.
Well, you're part of a lot of different bands and different projects, and I think you were just saying, is there one that you would like call your own? Really, you've just kind of been picked up.
I've been writing some of my own stuff unreleased. I've been playing banjo for the last year and a half since the COVID lockdowns. I borrowed a banjo and just kept playing it. And, banjo's not everyone's cup of tea. It's twangy. I really enjoy it. I've been doing that. So I've been recording banjo, the bass, programming the drums, and I got a couple songs that I'm working on. I don't know if or when I'll release them or what under, but...
So it's like one-man band thing.
One-man
you're
band
doing
stuff.
recording, and you're doing each one.
Well, that's since the COVID lockdown started. I had to figure out how to record, so I just got some gear and started recording. And
now you have a huge setup in your living room.
It's a pretty big setup. It's
giant TV.
It's kind of interesting because I've heard that a lot with a lot of people. It's almost as if people in bands or band members have now become composers or more of that, because they really are. Because when you start doing that on your own, like composing, it becomes more of it's like boxing. It's an individual sport where everybody sort of has to listen to you, or a computer will listen to you, and it's interesting what COVID has done with that. It's turned people into composers again. So it's
absolutely
solitary. It's made music into a more solitary endeavor.
Yeah, well, if it was at that time you wanted to play for people, you had to figure out how to get it to them. So you had to record it, you had to do some video and get it on the interweb and shoot it out there.
So much interwebbing.
So much interwebbing.
Yeah. Live feed.
.coms and all that.
Yeah. .coms and all that. The www.
All
the
that.
Zoom delay.
Yeah. The various W's.
Forget about the HTTPs and the backslashes and...
Yeah.
I think we've exhausted our internet.
I think I could probably think of
Slang
more.
goes? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Our scroll downs.
But yeah, I like recording. I'm doing some bass on Melanie Pomeranit's new album, her first solo album.
Melanie Pomeranitz.
I think I'm not butchering her last name. I think it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Melanie Elan.
Elan, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, that's not the last name I know.
Yeah.
I know her of Melanie
We know Mel.
Elan.
Yeah, we know Mel. Yeah.
Beautiful voice.
Of the Violet Coupe.
She plays around.
So you've been playing how long
Oh.
collectively since you were a kid?
Yeah, I got a guitar first when I was maybe 14, and then I took it back to the shop because I'm like, no, I wanted a bass, and we exchanged it for a bass guitar. I've been playing that since.
So you're a dyed-in-the-wool bass player.
Yep.
There's not many
True.
of you. There really, a lot of bassists are frustrated guitarists.
Usually it's
You
third
are
string
a
guitar
bassist.
player, It's like, well, you're the least good guitar player. You're the bass player now.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I like playing bass. I can play some guitar. Don't prefer it. Hurts my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have been, I've been learning the bass. You're letting me borrow a bass. And I kind of really grown very, what would you call it? I don't know. I'm just trying to say I like it. I like the
Fond
bass.
of?
I've been growing very fond of it.
Okay.
It is
Like,
the best
what's
instrument.
the freaking word?
It's the best
It is
instrument?
the best
I
instrument.
like it a
What makes it the
lot.
best instrument? That's
It's
preposterous.
It's the
Funky.
glue.
Yeah.
So you take, if you're in the zone, you take the rhythm the drums are playing, that pocket, that slap and tickle. And then
That's slap and tickle.
you take the coloration of the other
gotta teach me
instruments,
that.
the guitars, the keyboards, and you're using their notes with the rhythm of the drums and tying the two together.
Like a filter, something like that.
Yeah,
or like
just
I get it.
bringing
You're
it
the
all
glue.
together.
You're the glue. I agree.
I'm a little biased too, so
I'm sure everybody would say, "Oh, the drums are the best." Or, "Oh,
yeah,
the guitars are the
those
best."
people are wrong, but
Piano.
also,
I mean, gosh, piano people will be like, "Oh,
yeah, they're even more wrong.
Everyone has
emperor
their
of
favorite.
Yeah, soft dainty piano fingers, get out of here.
Yeah.
Chopin, forget this."
Well, no, I mean, like, as a bass player, you're writing music on, you start with the banjo, like when you're writing your own stuff.
Usually,
Yeah,
the
'cause,
stuff
like-
I've been writing.
You start with the banjo.
Yeah, now I will say
Like
bass,
a melody.
Bass is tricky to write on because
Yeah.
it's there's bass players out there that can do solo things, but I'll be honest, it's kind of boring by itself.
I agree.
But it does fill in the rest of the band. You hear a band without the bass, you're going to miss that bass. But
Yeah.
by itself, besides a bass solo, I don't even want to listen to bass for an hour by itself. It's not,
Yeah.
you can make it.
I absolutely agree. It's just like a hour of drum solos.
Sure.
Yeah, I was always set on guitar if I wanted to play something. So I can definitely appreciate
Sure.
that's just exactly what I want to play.
Yep. And even guitar.
Some people are born for bass.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But yeah, I'll write on other instruments that are more expressive, guitars, ukulele, banjo, and then transpose it to bass on there. But yeah, I don't really write much on the bass.
Yeah.
I like to play other people's tunes, and they write things. I'm like, here, I'll give this to you. I'll write a bass line.
Right.
Like Mel's album, I have 17 bass tracks to write the next 2 weeks, and
Wow.
it's overwhelming, but I'm
Damn.
also really excited about it. It's going to
Yeah.
be good.
Damn. How long does 17 bass tracks take to do? Because
I'll let you know in 2 weeks.
everybody thinks something like recording music or painting paintings is easy, or there's like an inherent easy, or you're so lucky to be doing this.
Well,
and a lot of it is just ditch digging to me. It's just so boring.
it's the actual recording takes as long as the track is. If it's a 3-minute song, it'll take me 3 minutes. But how many hours does it take to write the bass line, to write the fills, to get the instrument set up right, to get the right sound you want, everything routed through the DAW, recording with mics here, making sure the levels are good, and hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like when I was over the other week, and it was just however many takes we did.
You were recording flute, right?
Yeah, and it was, over and over and over again.
It was a weird key.
And I was trying. It was a very strange key, and
It's medieval music, I heard, right?
yeah.
Yep, a Renaissance-y kind of...
Renaissance-y.
Yeah. No, but it is tricky, especially with wanting to get a certain sound or this dynamics or when your articulation, and then you're trying to kind of do different riffs and kind of wing it with stuff. So
You don't always get it on the
it's
first
quite a
take.
process. Yeah.
Yep, and I reviewed...
We're not all Meryl Streep here.
Right, and I reviewed some of the tracks.
plays music?
I like the flourish,
Yeah.
And good blah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like the improv in music. I've always found like maybe my first take is usually the best, but then the second one it gets compromised. The third one, it's never been the third one if I've ever recorded music.
I've learned my limit on improv is about 3 hours. I got asked to do a gig with a band called Mike Pants, and it's like
Mike Pants.
Yep, they asked me on a Friday for that following Friday. I said, I can't learn 3 hours of material in a week. You're insane. He says, no, it's all improv. I'm like, we have no material. We played for 3 hours to an audience with no material, just shooting from the hip.
That sounds like fun.
It was some of it.
Sometimes.
Some of it.
Some
3
of it,
hours. It gets a little
you
boring.
finish a 12-minute jam and you're like, oh shit. Well, now what do we do?
Yeah,
Let's do
I'm
some in A minor,
completely out
okay.
of ideas. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
That
my
would be a
God.
fun experiment.
It
anyway.
is. It challenges you. It pushes you to get creative.
Make
'cause
it
Yeah.
better.
I almost felt like Umami was like that sometimes.
It was a little bit.
Because it was just like, you'd be looking at Kevin like, what is going on? What is he doing? Where are we going with this?
You just
Okay,
hang
we're
on
just
for the
gonna-
ride.
Yeah, experimental, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I've been in bands and we've had that sort of gig too, where it's like, okay, we got another 2 hours to fill up, and 1, 2, 3, and you just jump in there. And sometimes that gig could be really good. You could feel really good out of it. After it could just be like hell, or you're done after that hour. You still got another hour to go. You're just
Right.
like, I don't fucking care anymore. I
Yep.
am gone here.
Yeah.
or you just play the old shit again for the people who
That's
left.
why I don't play in cover bands anymore, because sometimes it just feels like work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play Mustang Sally. This is torture. Great song. Don't want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Wagon Wheel Freebird. You can have it. I
Yeah.
don't-
A friend of mine, I work with him on drywall and painting and stuff, and he's in a band, or it's been in many a band for many a year, and he heard, what was it? Like Sir Duke or something like that. Something by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Right? The one that everybody's heard. And he's like, that's how it sounds? I had no idea that's how it sounds. I've heard it so many times playing in cover bands. I've never bothered to actually listen to it. Everybody's got all these different articulations on things.
Sure.
And it's nothing. When you've seen it 1,000 times, it's nothing like the original.
Playing bass sometimes, we'll go to a show and say, hey, we're going to do this song. I've never heard that song in my life. oh, it's these 3 notes, just have at it. So
Yeah.
I've played songs that are covers of songs that I've never heard. I have
Oh, yeah.
no idea how it actually goes.
Yeah.
But I can get
Same.
through it.
Same.
And then you actually hear the song, and you're like, oh shit, that's how that song goes. Okay.
Yeah, that's why everybody was looking at me kind of weird.
all right.
Like, that's not the guitar part. What are you talking about?
So opposite of jamming, I am doing some stuff for TV, radio, music, and production. Buddy Tom Sugar is working with entertainment folks in Philly to get placement, and it's more for TVs, Broadway type runway music, possible movies, radio advertisements, and it's broad and
Broadway type runway music, like is a broad
like background.
runway.
like fashion show kind of tunes or whatever. He's got,
That makes me think of like when you're like shopping in the mall and you like go to
Sure.
the store and they have that weird like
yeah. I'd
background
love for the
In your
mall to
face.
buy our tune. Absolutely.
like soundtrack music.
Yep.
Right.
I like listening
So-
to music in sort of untraditional ways. Like I was Tom Waits who said my favorite way to listen to music is somebody else's AM radio in their house and I'm across the street walking across the street. That's my favorite way to listen to music.
Interesting.
My favorite way to watch movies is on a plane, but I'm watching somebody else's in. I can like watch like 3 or 4 because everybody's always in front of you. So
Yeah.
you just look at that. I saw the end of Game of Thrones and I saw like Blade Runner 2049 going to England one time. Just I saw both back and forth. I figured out. You can figure out what's
Well, you
happening.
like to make up your own lines for the shows too.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
You can put a little.
If I'm getting bored, yes.
You guys watch movies in
You
mute
make up
before too,
Yeah,
All the
Say
time.
something totally unrelated.
All the time.
Yep.
I love that.
So you are doing some very professional things,
Yeah.
basically,
Sounds like it.
which sounds and very cool.
Yeah. So where are you going with this?
Where am I going?
Yeah, where are you going with this? He's doing some very professional things.
Well, no, I think it's really neat, and I don't know.
When was some
I've
unprofessional
known
moments?
Kyle
What
for
were
a
some?
really long time,
what
and
was
it's
the?
cool to see him doing like.
It's good. It's nice to see
studio
you doing
stuff
well.
and
It's nice to see you in a
What is
button
it, the
down. It's really nice.
ASCAP member?
Actually, here's an interesting thing between Kyle and me. We've met before you, because he lived in West Reading, and I was doing all the murals.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And that
right.
one guy that was losing his mind about the mural
We
I
were
was doing
at
on his building.
West Reading Tavern. I was getting lunch, and we were chatting, and
Yeah.
yep.
You say, don't
And
worry
I
about
pass that
guy."
mural almost every day. It's still there. Looks great.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
the one.
Yeah, it's the one. It's so funny. It's the representative one on like the Facebook group or whatever. And
Right.
Yeah, like-
that guy wanted to kill me.
Oh, someone asked me about, hey, why don't you just paint this side of your house? I'm like, I think there's a whole council involved with that. Like, you can't just paint a wall. Like, you need.
Not really. I mean, you could probably get away with it. I don't
Yeah,
think
okay.
anybody's gonna- No, I mean some of those places, some of those businesses just have painted it, and it's not.
But I feel like they're not gonna like
They
if I
can't
just paint
paint
like.
over one
just
of
tell
the
just tell them
murals.
I'm involved, and then they'll yell at me, and then
Right.
nothing will happen, because it's already painted. Just paint
Yeah.
it.
All right.
It's much easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
But you didn't ask what I was gonna paint.
Well, if it's a giant dick,
Dicks.
I hope so.
Oh, there's not. It wasn't
But if it's like this is the probably the only part of the world you can get away with it. Just draw like a Keith Haring-esque one. You'd be like, oh, it's like Keith
They're gonna be
Haring.
tiny-
Oh, they'll be like, oh, you know, it's for Berks County, right?
there'd be tiny Keith Haring-esque dicks from far away. You can't tell. You gotta get real close.
Yep.
It's all made out of
Yeah.
dicks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd love to see a mural like
Yeah.
that. I mean, just try to.
It's-
Art is what you can get
It's
away
gonna be
with.
one of those magic eyes where you cross your eyes at it and then you see a giant dick.
Yeah.
Yep. It's,
You can pretty much do that with any image, actually.
Yeah, you
you can
probably
really
could.
just manipulate your eyes so much that you just see dicks or a giant one.
If you would do that though, then you will probably get people that are walking along
Just
the alley
hanging out.
and just like, oh, here's another mural for the tour.
oh, this one's beautiful.
Oh, here's that dick mural by the Catholic school. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That would work for me. I like that actually.
Yep.
Sock puppets.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of things
'Cause
that
we need
have
to-
nothing to do with music but are
Yeah.
incredibly interesting about you.
Yeah.
Sock puppets.
So,
You mentioned.
Originally, the band wanted to do a promo for a show, and wanted
What
me to
band?
do, Uncle Jake, and wanted me to do.
Do you get Uncle Jake and the Fat Man all the time? Because that's what I think of all the time in
What
my
is
head.
Uncle Jake and the Fat Man?
Well, it's Jake and the Fat Man was a TV show
I-
with detectives or whatever.
Okay.
One was named Jake. I forget
and
what
one
the
was
Fat
the
Man.
Fat Man.
I forget his name, but That's how he was described to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
He's like, no, we never get that.
Nope.
Never got the Jake and the
You're gonna get it now.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm like, I don't want to be in the video. I want to. All right. So I got a sock. I had some googly eyes and a little puff of fabric, and I glued a little shitty piece of fabric on his head and 2 googly eyes, and that was the first puppet. Did a little promo video with a vocoder, raised the pitch up, made it a little warbly. Hey everybody. And I was like, this is actually kind of neat. Again, COVID lockdowns, twiddling my thumbs. I'm like,
Literally,
I'm like, I'm gonna make some sock puppets. So then I went on YouTube University. You can learn how to do anything on there, and I found out how to make even more badass puppets, and I just started making them. And before you get the eyes on and the hair, they already have a personality to them. So you kind of, it's like the sculpture inside of the block of granite. Like, it's already in there. You just have to form it. So I don't have an idea. I'm not going to make this type of puppet. I'm just going to start building it, and it kind of creates itself.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I can certainly see that. Like a green old moldy sock over here, and then you got this tight white one with black stripes or something like that. They're certainly going to have different personalities.
Yeah. So the goal is, which I have a lot of projects right now, so it's going to wait till later, but is to do a little short series, a little web-based
That'd be great.
show. I've never done video production, so I have to do some learning, but same with the audio recording. It took me a year.
I can help you with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I see that.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. So that's
because that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Sock puppets and shit.
Yep.
It's kind of easy too. Like, do you have like a stage set for them?
Well, I have a trial stage that was built. It's too small, and actually, off of your recommendations last time we spoke, because you can't get very many angles if the set's small. You can get set shots, and that's it. So the bar was too small. It's going to be either called This Show Socks or Dirty Socks. The main location of the bar is called the Lint Trap, which I thought was a really good dive bar name in a sock puppet world.
That is an excellent name.
Right?
The Lint Trap.
The
Lint Trap.
Yep, it's a dirty dive bar. They serve hot dog backs with their drinks. Hot dog water.
Yes.
Because it's gross and ridiculous. And why would you do that?
Chocolate starfish.
There you
You
go.
want to make as many Limp Bizkit references as you can.
That could be a running theme.
That would be great, actually, because who would make Limp Bizkit references? Who in their right mind would make a Limp Bizkit reference all the time?
The 90s are back. The thousands.
I think so.
Thousands are back.
Yeah, you
The
can have
thousands
a character named Nookie or something. Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez is hot again.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, she's always been hot.
Well.
Hotter.
Yeah.
But not
well,
as
okay. Okay, this is total side thing, but J-Lo and Ben Affleck, right? Benifer? Is that what they were? Anyway.
Benifer? They had a
J-Lo,
couple named together.
Bevo.
That's the name of their kid.
No. Stop.
No, but they were whenever they were together a couple before. They're a couple again.
It'd be so
it's like
Hollywood of them.
1998 all over again.
Yeah.
Whatever, and that's all.
I
digress.
They're back. Yes, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. They worked through their differences, I guess. Sock puppets actually brought them together to bring it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're huge sock puppets enthusiasts. I mean, if you're going to look for investors, you might want to look into Benifer.
I should check.
They could be your benefactor.
Benifer benefactor.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part
of the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah.
So what kind of characters would be in this dive bar? Would they be? Is it like Moe's Tavern kind of thing, or Cheers?
But get Cheers, Moe's Tavern. You ever watch Letterkenny? Canadian series?
No, I don't think so.
It's very dry humor, a lot of hilarious monologues, and they'll riff on things till it's dead. But some of the things. So to break up the show, it's not so much the puppets themselves; it's the interactions of them. So they're going to be very strong characters. So one, I have a voice actor who's going to do this barfly.
Is it a fly?
No, barfly like
I know, but is it an actual fly? I know what a barfly is.
No, but it's voiced by a very tall, maybe 6'8", very deep voiced Dominican man.
Okay.
And it sounds like this, and he wanted to be this female character. I'm like, that's actually kind of brilliant. So this girl's going to be selling herself in the bar. He's going to be voicing the character, and just I think that's beautiful. He threw it out there left field. I'm like, okay, let's do that.
You're going to have a couple actors as part of it.
I'm going to need them. I can't do it all myself.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yep.
Now, are the people who are doing the
voices.
puppets voicing it? Are you making him voice because that's what they do with Henson.
2 separate signs. They can voice it, but we're going to do it separately because there might be different voice actors for different puppets. That way, I don't have to worry about getting the voice takes and the video takes.
Well, just get scratch audio.
Get scratch audio, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we'll overdub the vocals. But
overdub the vocals.
there's going to be a good bit of skits in it to break up the bar scene, which is nice because you can have 3 people leave, 2 more people come in, 1 person leave, party of 5 come in.
How long is like a episode?
I'm thinking to start, they might be short, 15 minutes, 10, 15.
Okay, that sounds long to me.
It's not a half hour,
It's like Looney
it's not.
Tunes.
2 minutes sounds long to me.
Well, at first there's going to be just shorts, very small shorts, just to get introduced to characters.
15 minutes is a long time.
Again, haven't done video. We'll find out.
No,
So
I know.
I might
I'm
take
just
that
saying-
down to 5 minutes real quick.
It might take you down to 2 minutes. You'd be like, okay, this is enough. I honestly, I would suggest doing that because with painting with Pochan, I do 1 minute, and honestly, that's enough.
Sure.
That's enough. And in terms of me doing the work, and also it's like, okay, we get the joke.
Well, and with folks' attention span, I could even go like a TikTok route and do 5 seconds little clip. Funny thing happens. Done.
Or you do like, a 5-minute parts of a 15-minute episode.
Yep.
There's so many things you could do with YouTube.
And the part that's going to break up is there's going to be a TV in there. And you guys watch Rick and Morty at all? Mm-hmm. Interdimensional television. Very short, ridiculous clips. There's a TV in the bar that will basically just be green screen, so I can have the camera pan in on the TV. It opens up the scene.
Like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep,
he had an interdimensional television as well. It was analog, though.
Yeah, right. I only had 4 channels.
Yeah. He didn't have cable.
Inspired by the classics. That's what.
Oh, I have an interdimensional television. Ooh.
He could be one of your voices, too.
Absolutely. There's
over here. I'm signing you up.
Yeah, I know. I'll let you get an episode in or something like that.
Yeah, there we go.
But I'd love to see the puppets. That's
sure.
Really
yeah,
cool.
and some of the scenes, there's a list of just ridiculous. One of them is robbers, shot in the same vein as the show Cops, but it's live of the robbers doing robberies, breaking into houses, cars, and it's ridiculous because why would you do that? Why would you videotape yourself doing crime?
Yeah, it's like FaceTiming somebody
Yeah, so one episode,
while robbing a house.
they're watching robbers on the TV as they come into the lint trap to rob anybody in the bar, as they're watching the TV. There's a show, there is the Magician. He's a gynecologist magician.
So you have how many episodes
so
far that you have
written?
I mean, probably a lot of ideas. Right?
Well, define written. There's the storyboards. I got some storyboards. I've got some.
Wow, he's got boards, man. You're taking this seriously.
I mean,
you had a lot of stuff going during the COVID.
I know.
I did. I don't want to write a single episode and then have to riff the next episode. I want to write it where it ties together, where
So you write the whole
good
season.
film where a theme that happens in the beginning comes up in episode 7 and you're like, holy shit, that just
conceptual continuity. It's like a Zappa album.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So one of the themes is there's a commercial for Marty's Magic Meat Pills. You eat one, everything you eat tastes like meat. Sounds great. Vegetarians, pop a pill, you can eat broccoli, rocks off the ground, tastes like a juicy steak.
What would meat taste like?
Oh, that's the problem. So if you
okay.
eat meat, it's so good, you have the undesirable urge for human flesh.
Okay. Yeah.
It starts a zombie
It
apocalypse.
evolves.
Now, the probiotics, funny enough, in the hot dog water, cures it. So the folks at the lint trap and the dive bar are filling up their squirt guns with hot dog water, shooting them into zombies' mouths, and they're the heroes of the day. Obviously, later in the season, but the beginning, you find out about the hot dog water, and everybody's really healthy that drinks it for whatever reason. Later on, you'll find out the secret to the hot dog water, which is going to be extremely gross. Has to do with grandma's bathtub.
Don't give it away.
So then,
if you can make that happen in like 7-8 minutes, like a Looney Tunes
sure.
length, because that's a perfect length for cartoons. I think almost 21 minutes is too long for.
That's a bit. Yeah.
It's sometimes The Simpsons or whatever can get a little.
Drags out a
okay,
little
I
bit.
get it. Or
no,
it's
absolutely.
just dragging, or it's all sentimental or whatever. It's like 7 minutes. You don't have time to be sentimental.
Absolutely.
And that's. good.
Yep. And again, I don't know. This is new territory, and I'm just
just
into it.
fail upwards, man. That's
it.
The best way to do it.
Well, ever since I've known you, you're always doing something. You're always learning something else. You're always trying to like create something
He's a
new.
creative.
He is, yeah. It's like, what's that? An inventor. He's an engineer, inventor guy. You know.
Yeah, my dream job would be the guy that comes into a room full of comedians and writers, and I'll say, "Hey, I got this scene about a can. Make it funny. I'll be back in an hour." And then I leave, come back, review all the things they wrote, make it funnier, make it work, and then leave again and have them design it. Because I have trouble.
Then I go.
How do we
and then
get
I go
jobs
home
like
to my
that?
supermodel wife.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not
Very
ironic
nice.
at all.
Nope.
So you want to be Punch Up in
Punch Up would be great.
Yeah, Punch Up is fun.
Yeah.
Punch Up is fun. Writing is fun too.
Yeah, I like
It's
the writing.
just, it's just like music where you just got to constantly beat it though.
I got to work out my procedure. So as of right now, I'll have scenes written out where this guy comes in, everybody turns and looks. This guy says something, leave it blank. This guy responds with this, funny. News flash on the TV, everybody turns over the TV, fade scene into the TV, that commercial, and leaving it open and airy, because when I first started writing dialogue after dialogue, I wasn't getting anything done because I couldn't decide on exactly what was being said. What are they talking about? How are they wording it? I'm like, I don't want to get hung up on that. I'm going to do broad strokes first and then fill in the blanks.
Well, then you should have your voice actors talk together. If they're real voice actors or real actors, they can expound upon what you had absolutely no idea that they could go.
Sure. There's ideas. Another thought was long form, doing it like Midnight Gospel, where it's just an interview, like a podcast like this, and then they animate the whole thing and have them as animated adventure world.
I've seen things like that.
Yep. So it's just two people having a 2-hour conversation. I clipped the best 5 minutes of conversation, acted out with sock puppets. Those are two people sitting at the bar having a conversation.
Yeah, or a colorful story or whatever
Exactly.
it tends to be. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
That kind of, I don't know why I keep thinking of like the crank yankers. It's like different types of puppets.
Sure, but same
it's
vein.
Just like the
You're still hot. You're
dirty
still
adult puppets.
You're still on puppets.
Well, and that's funny you mentioned that. So I had a discussion with Brady from Uncle Jake, and we were talking about like, well, what if the puppets had an OnlyFans? What if you wanted to see sexy puppets? And then I'm looking up felting, and I'm like, am I going to make a bunch of felt?
There's a
felt
fetish
dicks?
for that, I'm sure.
Felting.
Oh, that's exactly what I said. He's
yeah.
like, well, do you want people to laugh or jerk off to your puppets? I'm like, as long as they watch it, I don't care what they do.
Yeah.
You
You'll
know?
go viral.
You just
and,
walk the line of it.
Walking the fine
Are
line.
they being serious?
Is this
or
funny,
are they
or
totally
I'm kind of
taking
turned
the piss?
on right now? I don't know.
This is another side
That's
note.
weird.
It's very weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the women who like eat the giant gross testicle things and then they squirt everywhere? It's like rotten eggs. There's these women who eat weird stuff.
I was saying things that are weird about
viewers.
felt. Now you're going from felt to testicles
Well,
that squirt.
I need
Yeah,
more
it's like
information on this.
it's like I don't know. They're like YouTube channels where
That's so gross.
there
Send me
are
the link.
women. Yeah, right. No,
That's so gross. I'm so interested.
there
Yeah.
is a woman who eats like she'll have like all these pizzas stacked up. It's just pizza.
Okay.
And she'll eat it, and it's like hours of.
Is it like the
it's the food thing, but then
is
there's
it the
people that.
the ASRM where it's like the super high definition audio of someone like eating a sandwich?
Yeah.
There's a couple that does that, and they have a huge following. Just the two of them eating sandwiches in
Yeah.
high definition audio. Just
Yeah, like people
People
have
are into that.
weird fetish stuff.
yeah.
Weird
So I'm
fetish
sure
stuff.
there's enough people out there that want to tug it to sock puppet pussy. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
kid friendly?
And
Is this all ages?
you
know?
will be there. You will be the pioneer. You'll be at that front door when it
I'm
opens.
gonna be the first porneteer.
Porneteer.
Yep.
Puppeteer.
Yep. That's it. You know, I just imagine a
Well, maybe
sexy
only
sock
one
puppet
episode.
lady. You know, you want her to spread her sock puppet legs.
Sexy
like, you better
ass
pay
sock
up.
puppet lady.
$15 a month. Yeah.
15 bucks. It's a license to print money.
Hey, I mean, Jessica Rabbit. You know,
That's true.
she's hot. That's a hot animation.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to end this half an hour, 45 minutes of, music and sock puppets and pornography and everything
There you
like
go.
that. It's a good note to end on.
It absolutely
is.
With your
We're
show,
gonna get
you got to
hits
know
just for
what
that.
note to end on. You got to end on the porno note.
Yeah,
That's
so
the best,
stay
that's the best one
tuned
to do.
onlyfans.com/dirty socks with 3 X's.
Yeah, so it's Dirty Socks.
If it's not taken, we'll see.
And then Uncle Jake.
Uncle Jake, yep.
And the
unrelated,
18
I'm sure they want me to say
unrelated.
those are unrelated.
And
There's-
Baba, your other
Baba,
band. So
yep.
you're just a creative motherfucker.
What should we do? Is there anything else you want to add? Any other bands names you want to drop?
When does this air?
Probably next week.
Well, we'll be at Mike's Tavern on the 20th on Friday with Uncle Jake, and then 3 Civil the Saturday after.
3 Civil.
Yeah.
So say that again.
We're going to be at Mike's Tavern this upcoming Friday the 20th with Uncle Jake, and then that Saturday we're going to be playing at 6 o'clock at 3 Civil. Nice lineup for that festival.
Okay.
Everyone's around.
Okay.
Uncle Jake and the 18-wheel gang.
Not the Fat Man.
Ain't no coming down with the Uncle Jake gang.
That's right.
Well, that's a good sign off. Well, thank you very
sounds
much.
good, guys. Thanks for
Kyle
having me.
Madeya, thank you.